it's like when you want to spend more time with that person than you do anybody else, and like you never get bored of talking to that person, and that person is the only person that you want to talk to.
Well, there's different kinds of love. I mean, there's like the brotherly love, the sisterly love, and then there's like relationship love. The relationship love one is like two people that want to spend the rest of their lives together and be happy.
My definition of love would probably be about two people, a guy and a guy, a guy and a girl and a girl, they truly care about each other, and they'll do something they want good for the other person, not bad, and they'll do whatever they can to make that person safe and care a lot about them.
My definition of love is basically if you like somebody and you actually care about them, you just don't like them, oh hey, she's cute. No, if you actually like them and care about them, that's my definition of love.
That's a hard question because I've never been in love. Probably just really passionate about something.
When you're just like always thinking about them and you just like all you want to do is be around them, I guess.
Probably being passionate about each other and wanting to be around each other all the time.
Having that ooey gooey feeling with someone.
It might sound cheesy, but I got it from a movie. It's not who you want to spend Friday night with, it's who you want to spend all day Saturday with.
Around 14 or 15, because you're like not as mature as you could be, so I mean it is kind of young because of that reason, but I mean you're more mature than you were when you were in like grade school, and like when you're 14 or 15 you're in high school or like the last year of middle school, and it's like you're more mature, and so I feel like that would be better than like this 10-year-old dating this other 10-year-old. Like, yeah, they're gonna like, oh, let's hold hands and skip on the playground.
Well, I'm thinking around like 16 to 17, because you're not as immature as a 12-year-old, but then it's just a good age.
I think when you're old enough to take care of yourself, like when you can be about like 19, like 18 to 19, because it turns into drama, and drama turns into suicide, and then kids get all up in a big fight for dumb reasons.
I think that 16 is an appropriate age to start dating because that's part of my religion, and I think at 16 you're mature enough to actually know what stuff is, and yeah.
13 or 14. Because, well, they're not all mature, but you're kind of in a mature state.
Yeah, I guess it depends on maturity level. Like, I guess somewhere between 10 and 15.
Like 14 or 15. Because they're mature and they know how a relationship goes. Well, some of them are.
14 or 16, because it really depends on the maturity that one another has.
16. Because then you don't really start to fully like mature, like your brain doesn't grow, and then people that are younger than 16 are usually just selfish and immature. Well, some people.
Well, it's like when I spend more time with that person than anybody else, and I'm always talking to that person, and and I can tell anything to that person, and I know that they won't like go and be like, oh my gosh, did you hear what Kaylee just told me?
Well, I mean, there's a difference between going out on dates with someone and then actually going on dates with them. Like, because you could go on a date as a friend, and then you can go on a date, like relationship kind of. One's with a person you really care about, the other's just with one of your friends.
More of when a guy and a girl are more closely and showing that they're more of a couple than they are more of a friends.
The definition of dating to me is probably just two people, one like they both like each other and care about each other, and then one of them asks the other one out and they have a good relationship.
Two people that want to be together.
Want to be around someone more, and so you choose to be in a relationship with them.
Wanting to be around each other all the time and being mature about the relationship.
When you can express your feelings to one another.
Well, the definition of dating is someone that you're, like, very, what's the word I'm looking for? Continuously going to hang out with, or, you know, whatever. And the relationship is just like, me and my friends, we have relationships as if, like, we just hang out with each other and we tell each other everything.
When I know that I can tell them everything and they tell me everything, and we hang out more than anybody else, and they're the only people that I want to talk to.
When they say yes. When you ask them out, if they say yes, then you know you're in a relationship.
When somebody can verbally say that to your face when you ask them out, and they can say yes and they actually show it instead of just saying yes and then totally blowing you off and hanging out with other people.
If you like someone and then you guys get together and they physically say, well, they verbally say that you're in a relationship.
When someone asks you to be in a relationship with them.
When they ask you to be in one.
When someone asks you to be in a relationship.
Well, if you say yes, you accept it. You're there for one another. You can express your feelings to them without them judging you.
Usually it's when people start to come to you and talk about their problems, and you're just pretty much there to listen and then give them advice afterwards.
Well, because that way you don't feel so lonely. You have somebody by your side basically at all times, and it's just like, hey, how you doing? You know, like, you can turn and you can always talk to somebody. You don't have to be worried about them being like, I don't want to talk to you right now, or like that. Yeah.
You know, basically, so you're just not alone. You have someone to, like, you know, be there for you.
Depends. There's right and wrong reasons. Like, wrong reasons is because of their looks and their body, because you like something they have, is like pretty much a wrong reason. More of a right reason is because you truly understand the person and you actually know the person more, and you like their personality and you like who they are, not just for something they can be.
I think that you should only date someone if you truly, honestly care about them and you feel like you can trust them with anything.
Because you want to be closer to them and find out more about them.
Because you want to be closer to them and you just want to try it out, I guess.
Probably to get to know the other person if you really like them.
Because of their personality, how they act towards you, if they're sweet or if they understand what you're going through.
Just pretty much support. I mean, someone that you can go to talk to, and just hang out with and have fun with.